Hello, I'm Jim Allsup, founder of Allsup, the first, the oldest, and by far the most experienced nationwide Social Security disability assistance company in the country. Private Social Security disability assistance was very limited as to the service provided when I founded Allsup as a one-man business in 1984. Only local attorneys existed appealing denied applications. That was it. But I proceeded to quickly change the environment in a big and noisy way, not even realizing it until all hell broke loose. There were no private services completing and filing the labor-intensive initial applications for benefits until me. This allowed applicants to stay at home and out of crowded Social Security offices, a very big deal for the time. There were no non-attorney services until me, there were no nationwide services until me, and there were no third-party fees for customers with private disability insurance until me. I could go on with all the other firsts, but you get the point. Immediately, I was in a war with the Social Security Administration, spurred on by infuriated attorneys throughout the country. I was a big-time threat to the long-held status quo. Not because I couldn't do what I was doing, I already knew I could, but because Social Security had never seen what I was doing before. So if they had seen it, I couldn't do it, or so they thought. Many different people inside the agency at the time tried to stop me for many years, but I wasn't going anywhere. That wasn't happening. I knew I was providing a badly needed new service fully within the confines of the law, but because it was so radically new and never ever seen before, and I wasn't an attorney, the war raged on for many years. I was threatened constantly, but instead of being intimidated, I became enraged and went after the agency with everything I had. I declared war. I knew I was right and they were wrong, period, end of story. I would do whatever it took to survive and thrive. This war forced me to become my own lobbyist in Washington, D.C. in 1989 and to bring down the wrath of many different congressional offices on Social Security, which is why to this day Allsup maintains a lobbying presence in Washington. Furthermore, the core of Allsup has always been me being able to differentiate between law and agency policy. I knew for a fact I was totally within the law with everything I was doing, regardless of the alleged different agency policies that were being barked at me. I used to work for the agency. I know how it operates, and I didn't give a damn about agency policy. I only cared about providing the service my customers needed within the confines of the law. That was it. I was right and they were wrong. But most of all, I was providing a critical new service on a nationwide scale that disability applicants were in dire need of. That was my primary motivator then and remains my primary motivator today. But this story has a happy ending. Today, Allsup is well known and respected throughout the Social Security Administration and with congressional oversight committees. In fact, you can walk into any Social Security office in this entire country and mention the name Allsup, and you will get a very positive reaction due to the quality of work we provide to tens of thousands of new applicants every year. Social Security knows very well who's who of the different services that exist today, and they know who created this industry that they have learned to accept and work with. So what started as a war decades ago, today is a well-working relationship that provides a much better service to disability applicants, which is exactly what I set out to do all those many years before.